This week, Byron has got hold of the long-awaited 17 Hornet. Its inaugural foxing trip beckons. But first, it's off to the range to get comfortable with the fast-flying light calibre.
I've been looking forward to tonight for a very long time. We're going to be taking the new 17 Hornet out after foxes. This is one of the first rifles to get out to a sporting journalist to really have a good play and test in the field. So it's going to be very interesting to see how it actually performs on live quarry. I've shot it already today. Despite having quite considerable gusting winds, it shot very well. Took a little bit of time for the barrel to break in, but after about 10, 15, 20 shots, the rifle settled down. I was consistently returning 3/4 inch groups, so I don't really have a lot to complain about there. In terms of the kit, it's a pretty basic Savage rifle this, but I've topped it off with some very nice Swarovski Z6 optics, so the one with the ballistic turret. I don't have all of this dialed in yet, but I've got it zeroed for what I need tonight. The rifle's topped off with a Hardy Gen 4 moderator, which is distributed by Riflecraft and is one of my favourite moderators on the market at the moment. Now, the 17 Hornet in terms of ballistics pretty much replicates a 223 shooting a 55 grain bullet. I've got this zeroed at 200 yards, which makes it 1.1, 1.2 inches high at 100 yards, and that should make it between 6 and 6.5 inches low at 300 yards. We're not going to be shooting any further than that. I put a steel plate up earlier today, shot out at 300 yards just to see that I could do it and that the rifle was performing the way I was expecting it, and it was absolutely spot on. All that's left now that I have it all zeroed and ready to go is to get out after some foxes.
With the rifle now zeroed, Byron and Eden can head out at last. It's time to see if the Hornet can perform in the field. Rifle loaded, they set off, scanning the fields they know so well. They've only covered a few fields when they spot their first fox.
Where is he? What distance is that? 250 maybe.
It's the only fox they see that night, but tomorrow they will be out again. Day 2 and hunting buddies Stuart and Grant join the party. The first port of call is a test fire.
You're happy with where it's shooting then?
Yep.
Good.
Yeah, it's a very nice gun. Nice and light, no kick. You're not waiting for any recoil coming off it.
Splattering an old yoghurt pot confirms Stuart is comfortable. Who needs expensive targets? With the rifle finding its mark, it's time for Stuart and Eden to head out in the vehicle. They quickly locate a pair of eyes, but it's not Charlie they've come across.
Set eyes up there, deer.
Nothing else comes in, so it's back to scanning and squeaking. Then they spot one. It's front on, and Stuart opts to wait for a broadside.
Is he facing you?
Yeah, he's facing me.
Aim on his nose. Should hit him in the chest.
They wait and wait, with the fox just sitting there. Eventually he makes a move and gives Stuart the moment he needs. In an instant, it's down.
Oh, go on. I got him right in the chops. Well, it's not too bad. I think he's maybe turned a bit. I was aiming about there, so he's been there, but he could have easily turned and taken a step forward just as I pulled the trigger.
With one fox in the bag this side of midnight, there is a definite chance of another before the witching hour. They cover a good scalp of ground to no avail, but just as it seems the game is up, a flash of eyes gives up yet another fox.
That bugger's gone up the edge of the field there. He was up. That's the same place he went when he was with Neil.
Yeah. They speed into position in the truck and make the rifle ready. Stuart squeaks with Eden at the lamp. The fox is interested and comes straight in.
He's coming right towards you. I want him to take him before he moves into the brain.
Stuart drops his second fox of the night.
Beautiful, Stuart. Beautifully done.
That was brilliant. When we put the light back on, I couldn't see his eyes. and I scanned with the scope, and then he was standing broadside right at the back of the house. I was like, well, I can't take the shot there, and I've got cottages all along there, so I didn't know he wasn't going to go anywhere else better.
Is it a dog?
Big dog. Entry wound, he was facing me like that. Entry wound in there, exit wound coming out halfway down his back. It was through the front of him. Look at the teeth at the front, they're all chipped and broken.
After a night without any joy last night, it was great to be able to get into 2 foxes tonight. Now, it's a little bit soon to say and evaluate exactly the performance of the calibre just based on 2 shots. We will have to do that over a slightly longer period, but so far it seems to be performing very well. I have to say I was a skeptic when the calibre first came out, but I am slowly being won over, especially after seeing how it can perform out to 300 yards, seeing its performance on live quarry, and also actually firing the rifle and the calibre itself. It really is sweet to shoot. I mean, it's a 20 grain bullet, so it is affected by wind considerably. I'm still to get to grips with that. Fortunately, we've had some very still weather while I've been playing with it. In terms of energy downrange, to give you some sort of idea, you'll be getting about quarter the downrange energy at 400 yards than you would be getting with a 220 Swift. So it is a big difference, but remember that's 55 grains compared to 20. There's a lot more powder behind a 220 Swift. I think there's a very good chance that the 1.7 Hornet is going to become a popular calibre in the UK, and we'll just have to see exactly how it performs over extended periods of times and where it eventually settles into the market.